Hello fans, Marc Spector here with you. Part number 4 of the special 4-part series looking back at Saint's recent live performance at the R Bar in Manhattan, New York City. The first 3 parts we saw Saint performing 3 different songs live. If you weren't there, fans, you missed a heck of a show. But you have a chance coming up soon to see Saint live. More performances, we'll get into that in a little while. But right now, here in part 4, as promised, Timothy Saint is coming down here to the studios. Today we're in Studio B, where Timothy Saint is going to give an interview and give his thoughts on how the last show went and how the next show coming up will be. As of right now, he's running a little late. We've got a couple of minutes to kill, fans. The videos are being seen by hundreds of people. The comments are flowing in. Everybody had a good time at the R Bar, and you can be a part of the next show at the Delancey. But we'll get, like I said, we'll get into that in a little while. As of right now, I'm still waiting on Timothy Saint to join me here. He's not here yet.
Hey.
Hopefully soon he will get
Spector.
here. What?
Spector, let's get this show on the road. I got a lot to do.
Timothy Saint?
I'm right behind you.
Like what? What the heck? What do you do? What? I thought you were coming here into the studio.
I'm in the studio.
I didn't know you were going to be live via satellite.
I'm right here.
Where are
I'm in
you?
the studio.
Oh, yeah. Well, Timothy.
And let me just say, this studio is in worse shape than when I was in there before. And Marc Spector, could you please put on a tie? I thought you were a rock and roll journalist.
Well, I thought this was going to be an informal interview. I didn't know. You can see inside the studio from there? I mean, please.
You know, wearing a baseball cap is not very professional. Come on, let's get this show on the road.
With all due respect to that, Mr. Saint, I'm glad that I have the opportunity here to talk to you.
Let's get it going.
My first question to you is this. What were your thoughts on the live performance at R Bar recently?
Right now, I'm down in New York City. I'm in a recording studio. We are laying down the vocals for a brand new jam called Strike Up the Band. It's our new single, and if everything goes according to plan, it will be debuting at our return to R Bar on the first week of April. But more of that later. Why don't you ask me about how the R Bar show went?
I thought I just did. Well, maybe you didn't hear my first question. The question was, what was your thought? Right after the show, as soon as the show was over, the hysteria in the room finally came down from the crescendo that it had reached at the end of the show. What was your thought on how your band performed at the R Bar?
The next show, fans, coming up will be at the Delancey. February 26th, Thursday, for a CD release party. We will be giving away free CDs to all the fans that come out to the Delancey. February 26th, log on to myspace.com/Timothy Saint Music. Go do it right now. You can find out the address, the time, everything you need to know for the Delancey. It's coming up soon. And I'm really excited about this new jam, Strike Up the Band.
Okay, Mr. Saint, maybe we're having some audio difficulties.
And the R Bar show was tremendous. But I don't want to get too caught up in this. You know, the R Bar show was great. You can see the videos, and let me just say that what we showed in part 1, 2, and 3, I just went and reviewed. You did a really good job, Marc Spector. You did a really good job putting that together. But I mean, that was just a glimpse into what the R Bar was. I refuse to put any show from beginning to end out on the internet because I don't want to give away the shop. You can't give away the shop. So that was a glimpse into the R Bar. R Bar was tremendous, but listen, there is no way Saint will rest on its laurels while we bring rock and roll back. R Bar was great. That's in the past. Now it's the Delancey, February 26th.
The next show is February 26th at the Delancey, as you heard Timothy Saint describe. It will be a CD release party. What can we expect to hear on this CD that's going to be released on that night, Mr. Saint?
We're giving away CDs.
Well, what do we expect to hear on the CD?
Saints on the CD.
Well, what songs are going to be on the CD?
That's a surprise. If you want a CD, you get a free CD for all the fans that are coming down. What's on the CD? It's a surprise, fans, but it will be our first ever New York City CD release.
You know, Mr. Saint, I get a lot of emails sent to me on how infrequently I get a chance to interview you.
Well, I'm here now.
I finally get a chance, and you're making this very difficult on me. You're not hearing the questions. You're jumping ahead.
All right, I'm being told that I gotta go now. I gotta lay the vocals down for the brand new jam. But let me just say this, fans. Rock and roll will set you free. February 26th at the Delancey. We're bringing it back. This isn't emo. This isn't alternative. This is rock and roll the way it should be. I got to get out of here.
Mr. Saint, before you go, I got to ask you one more question. If you just get what? What? Come on. Thanks a lot to the people in the truck. You know something, fans? You just heard it. February 26th at the Delancey will be the CD release party. Saint will be there. Timothy Saint is always high energy. The shows are always high energy. I can personally attest to that. So we'll be previewing that in the upcoming weeks here on Update. The hottest show going on the internet is Saint. Check out the videos. Check out the reaction. It's a show worth seeing. Until next time, this is Marc Spector telling, take care, fans. We'll see you next time.